Hello, what is up, guys? Um, Sorry if I am sort of uploading too many times in one day. It's gonna be like that for the next month because everything I am saying right now was originally from a book I wrote called The Uphill Battle. So I have to literally wade myself through about uh, 300 pages. Basically, I have to make over 300 pages into video format, so I'm in a bit of a rush against time. And also, sorry you're seeing the same background all the time. Being up in the attic is the only place I can get peace from noise and I can make the video without disturbance, so. But what will we be talking about today? So, we've already done liberals versus conservatives, so now we're going to do a sort of individualism versus collectivism, which gets us into this paradigm of what are we politically? And I'm going to answer that one first. So, what are we politically? I hear all this talk of individualism versus collectivism. Once again, the social concept, and the other one is true and light, no different to which one is the path to God. We are butting religions against each other, it's no different to that. So what are we? Some may say we're naturally anarchists and libertarians and only abide by tax and statism as a means of cultural survival. However, to say that is also unnatural because these social concepts of paying taxes and looking out for the territory is in human tribal instinct. Anarchists think we're cogs in an unnatural machine, and I've already discussed my views on anarchy a bit. But to answer the question is like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? What came first, individualism or collectivism? Well, first of all, birds and the bees tell us that it takes two to tango, so this agreement that we're all just lone wolves is a bit extreme, as we start off as a pair, as a mix of the collective gene pool. We have sex, so we need other people. Also, when you're first born, you depend on food, warmth, and nurture from your mother. So, in a way, you already live under a complete and total control of other human beings when you're alive. So, to answer the question, socialism came first. Of course, when you're young child, your parents work like a dictatorship, deciding your curfew, how long you should play video games, to what you get to Christmas. Also, during all that time, neighbourhoods and communities start to appear. You get put in school, which is a total communist system, by the way. Also, with social programs like adoptions, care systems, make sure you come out alive if your mother ever gets this crazy idea that you're fully responsible to take on the world. So leave home and let him be. Um, but as we get older, we want more freedom and then naturally start to become more individualist. So we started off as collectivists first, but as we age, we become more individualist. By this age, most people want to move out with their parents, don't want the government telling them what to do, wants to earn their own money, may not like paying tax, but it's still the tax that paved the way through their childhood, through their school education. So we tend to become more selfish as we age. Maybe because we see the world for what it is by then and adopt the every man for himself attitude. Or now that I'm earning the money, I don't want to be the one dishing it out in tax for other people I have grown up to despise, which is quite selfish actually. So as we grow up and become increasingly able, we become more conservative. But then when vulnerability hits at old age, well, your survival is only answerable to how much money you made over the past years. And not everyone grows up to be a billionaire. So now we see people starting to become socialist again as they age. Collectivism, individualism, now back to collectivism again as people become more socialist again, wanting elderly homes, pensions, benefits, all that sort of stuff. So to answer the question, collectivism, individualism, then back to collectivism. Also, some people may have different intensities of collectivism, like National Socialism, where they like socialism but just for their own, but for no one else. And not it's sort of national racial tribalism like in Nazi Germany. Or people can be full blown communists, globalists, and believe the entire world needs to be collectivized like the EU project or the League of Nations. Here, a contradiction within libertarians and globalists in which they share a sort of common ground. They both want open borders. Libertarians don't like government regulation on movement, and globalists want more access to the single market. I've already sort of given my views on globalism, however, we need nation states. The Brexit was merely should we be a national collective, the UK, or a global one, the EU. As long as you live in a nation state like everywhere on the planet, then you are a collective of a citizen to a mapped up border, and if you're a citizen of the world, that means you're a citizen of nowhere, unfortunately. But some may argue, like the anarchists, that countries merely are just social concepts like how statism is. I think in reality most people do want an identity, they do want a country, we do naturally carve up land, we do naturally want to take care of our own and cautious of others. And when other people conquer us, we do tend to just comply to their ways and means of survival. However, with that said, most people do want to be just left alone. Go about their own business, don't want heavy regulation, don't want heavy laws. Sorry about that. Don't want to have to contribute. Sorry, I've lost my place now, but alright, where was I? So, although there is an order of this, it doesn't work without a mixture of both these concepts. The ultimate goal is to have a diverse flow of thoughts, opinions, ideas. We need capitalists and we need communists. We need liberals, we need conservatives, we need anarchy. And all people of all the political spectrum to help us understand true balance. In order to have balance, you need mixture. So many monotheistic opinions by a large demographic can create this philosophical paradigm. We need radicals as leverage to reach balance, the perfect Goldilocks zone. So I hope that answered quite a few questions, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.